2012 with Philly, I think is what it was, but we'll double check that.
So you think, again, I don't just chill. I do some work.
Out of bounds off of Valanciunas, landing in the first row.
You know, Jeff Van Gundy had sushi 3 times when we was in San Francisco.
What does this have to do with what we're talking about?
Work and chilling.
Oh, I see. So you're grinding, watching the tape, reading all the clips, going through the game notes, and Jeff's eating raw fish.
Sushi, yeah, 3 times.
George, were you there for this?
No, but what I will tell you is the game I did with Jeff and Mark Jones in Phoenix, I ran into Jeff as we have a basket there made by the Lakers, Jared Vanderbilt. He had sushi for lunch there, too, in Phoenix, Mark.
He's living the life, man.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And by the way, Drew Holiday, looking it up here, did make 2 All-Star games, obviously, this year, and 2013 was his previous one.
Okay, right. So 10 years between All-Star games. Troy Brown picks up the foul. As somebody who lives in Phoenix, if I had to choose between Phoenix and San Francisco, I'm getting sushi in San Francisco. So I don't blame Jeff. Now, 3 times might be excessive.
Might.
Here's Richardson for 3. That's good. Boy, Josh Richardson having another good game off the bench for the Pelicans. He's tied for the team lead in points right now with 8. I've got a clock issue. The shot clock hadn't started yet, and it should have.
The benefit in the move in Coach Willie Green, when you're coaching in this league, you want guys that don't have to guess what they're bringing to the table. You know exactly what Josh Richardson is bringing to the table. Toughness, competitive spirit, and timely plays.
Vanderbilt with a block after a great play by Richardson, who hoists a 3. Not there. Beasley finally clears it. The defense has been much better this quarter for the Pelicans after the Lakers erupted for 38 first-quarter points. Right on cue again, Richardson, another steal. He's everywhere right now as he hangs. Missed the layup, though, and then commits a foul, his second, and the third on the Pelicans.
Number 2, Josh Richardson, second personal, third team foul.
Just creating havoc defensively. I'm talking about the 1, 2, and 3 right now for the Pels. Elite defense.
Long rebound, Russell. Davis collects and finishes in the lane.
Great job of probing by D'Angelo Russell, creating that opening for Davis. The big man running the lane, gets rewarded.
Davis not an all-star. He's been an all-star 8 times, but will not be in the all-star game. McCollum's 3 off the mark, that hit above the backboard, hit part of the shot clock.
And the frustrating thing about that with Anthony Davis, he had a 3-week span where he was playing as well as anybody in basketball. And he's got to get back to that level.
That was in early December. Remember, the Lakers got off to that rough start. And Davis went off for about 3 weeks, but then he got hurt again. Lakers started 2-10. And now 6 games under. Russell missed it. The Pelicans, at one point, they were number 2 in the West. And they're 7-15 over their last 22 games. Here's a Laker foul on the Richardson drive. It's going to go on Brown. That's 2 on him and 3 on the Lakers. So Josh Richardson playing his 2nd game since being traded by the Spurs to New Orleans with a great debut off the bench and very productive on both ends of the floor again tonight. We take a look at this weekend's All-Star schedule. Saturday on NBA TV, the All-Star practice at 1 Eastern. Then at 4 on TNT, ESPN2, and NBA TV, the HBCU Classic between Southern and Grambling State. State Farm All-Star Saturday night, tips off 8 Eastern TNT. Then the All-Star game Sunday night, also on TNT at 8:30.
Should be a great weekend.
Richardson missed the both. LeBron James, the leading vote getter, he'll make his 19th All-Star appearance. Hachimura for 3, way short. LeBron a captain for the 6th time. He's 5-0. when picking his team. And they're going to pick the teams right before the game for the first time. Good hands by Brown, getting the deflection and the steal. Lobs it ahead to Davis. To the corner. Beasley. Little rhythm bounce. Murphy's had a quiet night. No field goals, just 2 points. Lost the ball out of bounds to the Lakers. Murphy had been averaging 19 points per game his last 5, but haven't called his name at all. Schroeder off the Hachimura screen. Russell, another 3 on the way. Not that time. Ingram drives. Blocked by Bamba. Out of bounds. Going to stay with the Pelicans.
And that's one other thing, trade deadline. They got better defensively. Mo Bamba back-to-back stellar plays on the defensive end, securing the paint area for the Lakers.
And now a foul on Los Angeles will put them over the limit. And free throws for New Orleans. Troy Brown picking up the foul, his 3rd. You know, Brandon Ingram, who was drafted here. We talked a lot about Russell. But Ingram was a number 2 pick in the 2016 draft, the year after Russell was selected by the Lakers. We'll have even more football for you with the XFL season kicking off Saturday, starting with the Vegas Vipers and Arlington Renegades at 3 Eastern on ABC. 3 more games over the weekend on ESPN and FX, with every game available on ESPN+. Ingram knocks down both free throws. Spent his first 3 years with the Lakers, the last 4 in New Orleans. He's only 25 years old here in year 7 in the NBA. Got a world of talent. Battled injury for a good part of this year, though. Bamba from deep. And he's 0 for 4 from 3 tonight. Ingram with that hesitation. Kept the dribble, though. Now working at Hachimura. Ingram leaning in. Beautiful. Brandon Ingram putting on a show.
And to me, with this lineup on the floor for the Pels, if I'm the Lakers, I'm not allowing him to play one-on-one. Got to find a way to get the ball out of his hands. He's too skilled and too good offensively.
That ends a drought, though, of almost 5 minutes for New Orleans without a field goal. Yet the Pelicans are only down 8. Brown whips it to the corner for Hachimura. He'll try a 3. And it spins out to Murphy. 90 seconds to go in the 3rd.
Plays a key part also as Josh Richardson upset about the non-call.
Well, you talk about teams being inconsistent in that 4 to 13 range of the West. There's only 5 games that separate 4th from 13th. Oh, LeBron James, beautiful move with the step through, putting on a clinic there, and the lead up to 20.
I remember going to the park when I was like 20, 21. There wasn't no 38-year-old man giving me work on the playground. That wasn't happening.
He's not your average, ordinary 38-year-old, though.
You're right.
Here's McCollum, hits the jumper. James has 18 points, 6 assists, 6 rebounds. Bamba with the look underneath. And offensive foul as he ran over Brandon Ingram.
Think about it. 38 years old, 20 seasons in, against an elite perimeter defender. Has his way.
Who's 24 years old.
What a calming effect for Darvin Ham. Lead slipping away, the ability to look down the end of the bench and call on the all-time leading scorer in the history of this game to calm things down.
Mark, how beneficial is it for Darvin Ham when you have a player like LeBron James, when you basically change half your roster to try to make a run over a month-and-a-half span?
The benefit is you have a guy like LeBron James who's a student of the game, who does not have to learn the new guys. He's well aware of their strengths, their weaknesses, and what they bring to the table, and he's ready to win with them.
Valanciunas with the putback. Let's check in with George for more.
Dave, Mark, you may remember back in 2018 in Cleveland, that happened there as well, where they had Dwayne Wade and Derrick Rose and Jay Crowder who were shipped off at that trade deadline, and they had a bunch of new guys come in back then as well.
And to Mark's point, when you got a guy that, so you look at Rob Pelinka, who made all those deals before the deadline, you got a guy that he knows the strengths and weaknesses of players from playing against him over the years, and as much film as he watches, he quickly adjusts. NBA All-Star Weekend starts Friday in Salt Lake with the Ruffles NBA All-Star Celebrity Game on ESPN and the app coverage beginning at 7 Eastern time. We got some heavy hitters playing, coaching, and how about Ben Affleck doing the intros? That's coming up on ESPN Friday night, 7 p.m. Check it out on ESPN and the app.
That's 2 free throws missed by Mo Bamba.
And the Pelicans with a player that can heat up quickly like Brandon Ingram and C.J. McCollum, not out of it.